Hello, welcome back to Touhoumon World Link Revised. The last part, after much headache trying to figure out how to start the Reggie quest, I did the whole thing, and it went really smoothly. It took like less than 30 minutes to find and catch all three of them. And because of that, I'm now recording again, when I didn't expect to, because I thought the Reggie thing would take me like at least an hour. But, you know, I'm here, so I might as well record a third part for today, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do here. I've got Dive. I think what you're supposed to do is try to find Team Aqua, but also you can kind of just like dive all over the place here, so I might be able to just do a bit of dive exploration. Just kind of see what I can find, I guess. Anything over here? Just dive in places. Maybe I'll find something cool. And let me tell you, they made underwater dive sections look a lot cooler in the remake. You get like underwater divers you could fight and stuff. Looked really pretty from what I remember. Not that this looks pretty great for a GBA game. Alright, where am I going here? Oh, you know where I can go? I completely forgot about this. Do I want to do that? I can, there's that area where you could use dive at the abandoned ship. I can go and do that. What's down here? Where am I? Submarine Explorer 1 is painted on the hull. This is the submarine Team Aqua stole in Slateport. Team Aqua must have gone ashore here. Never mind, we're dealing with Team Aqua now because I, by complete accident, found where I'm supposed to go. And because of that, what I talked about, what I just said about exploring with dive, I don't feel like doing that. Because that's gonna be like, who knows how much long that'll take. So we'll just deal with Team Aqua here. And then, maybe next time I record, I'll remember to go to that dive spot in the abandoned ship. It's funny, there was a part in the part I recorded yesterday. We don't need a kid around, go on home already. The part I uploaded yesterday where I started the magma base, where at one point I didn't have Bapple with me, and then I used Saragamaru to push some rocks, and it just didn't occur to me at that moment that like Bapple wasn't the one pushing the rocks, so it still took me, I think, until like another part or so before I realized how HMs work in this game. I want to go home. My fan's back on, by the way. It wasn't in any of the previous recordings I've done today because it wasn't that hot, but now it's in the 80s again. There's already branching pathways here. Is this place going to be just as confusing as Team Magma's place? That submarine, it's tiny inside. I'm sore all over. So I guess one thing to note is the thing we're doing here, where we're diving, where like the villainous team hijacked a submarine, and then we have to go underwater to find them, is where we're gonna find Kyogre. This is actually what both Team Magma and Team Aqua do in Ruby and Sapphire. Hell, Team Magma actually have the same base as Team Aqua. It's like really unfitting how they gave like Team Magma the water base. It really makes it feel like, despite Team Magma being on the first version, Team Aqua were made first and they kind of just slapped Magma's roll on top of them in Ruby. Because Team Magma also does this. They go down here and they revive Groudon down here, because the Groudon's there instead of Kyogre. But they changed that in the remake where now, you know, Aqua does basically the same thing they did in Sapphire, and then they had Magma do all that crazy stuff, you know. Have that other secret base and then do a little bit of terrorism in Moss Deep. Attempted terrorism. They were just gonna throw jet fuel into a volcano and cause a massive explosion. Wasn't that big of a deal? Come on. Do you not see Maxie's very clear ambition here? I'm lost. Where am I supposed to go? The area's huge. The area's always huge. I fucked that up. Great. I was gonna go back here and check this direction anyway. Oh my god, what is this? Is this the way to go? What's over here? Wait, this is just an alternate way of where I just went. What? Huh? Wait, did I not just come? Huh? Wait. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh, what is happening? I hate this area. I hate it already. I hate it so much. What's over here? The way to go, I think. Or is this the way to go? I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this right now. I'm just gonna go in a direction and hope I find the way I'm supposed to go. I am not going all over the fucking world right now to find every single area in this base. Oh yeah, well I was looking at the little document they had going over some stuff about this game so I could figure out who I'm supposed to replace Relicanth and Whalmer for the Reggie quest. One of the other things that was answered on there is why is the Master Ball not in the Aqua base? Apparently they replaced it to where now it's going to be given to you in a later story cutscene. I talk a lot about how I don't like Pokemon puzzles with like the ice cave and the rock pushing. Yeah, this sucks too. This pick the right water lane jackass. I just don't think Pokemon is very good puzzle design. I really don't. A lot of it's just really tedious. I remember watching a video that like talked about Pokemon XD, and you know that was mostly a positive review, but one like thing they had to say about it has how the dungeons they didn't have any puzzles in it, because that game didn't really have any puzzles. I don't know, that sounds like a kind of an improvement to me, if I'm being honest. There. Alright, now we're here. I'm assuming making progress. How did you manage to get here without a submarine? What an impressive child, but it won't do to have you meddling about here, and I do want payback for what happened at the Weather Institute. Oh, you're Shelly. I'm definitely where I'm supposed to be then. I'm going to give you a little taste of pain, resign yourself to it. It's weird in these old games where the admins don't even have unique overworld sprites. Hee, for our dream to become real, we need the power of Bonica. But meddlers like you use that power to mess with us, even at a place like this. Like, just doesn't work the way you need it to. You guys really love talking, don't you? You're a fucking random grunt. Did you really have to give a whole monologue there? You're mad, actually. I didn't realize you fight both of you at the same time. Do you do that in the original? I have, like, vague memories of you fighting Shelly with a generic grunt at some point. Alright, so I basically just skipped the entirety of the base, but I'm being real with you. I don't care. I don't care at all. I want to look around and push a bunch of rocks to find an item I'm never actually going to use. How often do I use items that I find in these random places? Oh boy, it's just a held item that does something you're never going to do. I like how we're just doing the exact same thing we did earlier with Maxie and Courtney. We're just like, yep, double intimidate. Maybe even triple intimidate. Why not? Make all my physical attackers completely useless. Of course, that did a crit. I was about to say, ha, you thought you were gonna kill my Pokemon, but I actually switched the Pokemon out. And then you got a crit anyway, so it just loads its damage. At least you're dead. Ishoko! Poison Claw, that's actually gonna hurt. Please don't poison me. Oh, of course. I know usually poison moves, I think they have like, usually status moves in Pokemon in general, I think they have about a 30% chance to inflict the bad thing on you. But I don't know if that like changes. You dickhead. Great. I love how you just got rid of my option for Suiko. That was really cool. My option to deal with Suiko is now dead. Anything else that can deal with ground types? No, just hope Ron can deal with it. Make this fight was going smoothly until that happened. Ice beam, huh? Why? Ice is super effective against ground. Why is ice super effective against ground? I don't know. Is that how the way it is in normal Pokemon? If it is, why? Destiny Bond. I mean, that would be funny, but no. I'm so glad my main counter to deal with water types is now dead because she got priority before I could use a healing item. Real great. That was a crit. I didn't do much of anything. By the way, if you haven't noticed, the bosses are now right on back with my levels again. So yeah, this game very much has the puppet dance problem, from what I can tell. Of trainers are like 20 levels lower than you, and then you get to the bosses, and the game starts again. I thought I was just really over-leveled. Apparently not. Even with fighting like basically every trainer I can find, up until this area where I skipped like all of it because I don't care. Still just on par with the entire game here. Get rid of this stupid Suiko, or it could just kill me before I can move, and then Flapjack's dead. Man, this battle's certainly going, isn't it? It'd be going a lot better if my counter to water types didn't die. Sure would be. Of course a fish has a psychic type move. Why wouldn't it? When I think fish, I think psychic abilities. It's my first thought, really. A save state here, right? Because if you didn't notice, I didn't save for the entirety of this part, so if I die here, I have to go all the way through the base of here again, and I'm not fucking doing that. So, if I die here, we're gonna do a save state, and we're about to do a bunch of revive shenanigans. This happened with Archie too, by the way, in the last fight with Archie, where, yeah, I've been basically breezing through this entire game, and then I get to this one fight, my entire fucking team is dead. Good difficulty curve. Really, truly. Yep. It was this stupid Suiko, too. This Suiko that Luna can kill in one shot, yep, apparently kills my entire team. Only she wasn't dead. Only she didn't get by priority by a move I didn't know you had. Oh, you have two of them. Of course you have two of them. Why the hell wouldn't you have two of them? Alright, so, max revive, get that out. Where is it? Where's my max revive? Here it is. Get the Pokemon that kills you instantly with Leaf Blade once Kagero dies here, because Kagero is about to die here. A beer, huh? Goodbye, Kagero. Do-do-do. I'd rather be listening to the original theme right now. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Never really been a big fan of Yomu's theme, but the fact that you replaced one of the best themes in the original game with Yomu's theme... Ugh. Alright, that's one dead. If you don't have some bullshit that immediately kills Ed, I can deal with the next one in one hit. Ikomachi, that's a fitting character to die to Aki, don't you think? Or you could use Ice Beam and Ed will die instantly, right? Oh, not quite. So if I can just move this turn, I'll be able to deal with this Suiko. Or you could have a priority move and kill Luna again, which means I'm in a shitty situation again. That could totally happen. You just use a priority move right now. Fucking course. get this over with. Let's get this fucking over with. This is a fucking awful fight. This is just awful. Alright. I can't do anything. I'm checkmated. Alright, going back again. I was having fun 10 minutes ago. Not anymore. Alright, let's give everyone revives. Use all my revives, because I'm stuck in this shitty situation because, you know, I didn't think to save, because, you know, the game hasn't been hard for, like, 15 hours of gameplay. That's not true. When was the last Archie fight? I don't remember. Da 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 do do do. This fight fucking sucks. Do 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 do. I'm just gonna keep healing until everyone's at full HP again, because I'm not doing this anymore. It's funny, because neither of these two have unique sprites. I was expecting this to be a normal battle before I walked into them. It's like, yep, female and male Aqua Grunt are gonna be right next to each other like they have been 50 times earlier. Nope, it's actually the admins, and this is a boss fight. That's the hardest boss fight in the game so far, because of reasons. Keep doing that. I'm just gonna use a super potion and just deal with it. Record another part today. It'll go great. You'll have fun. Early. Why am I dead? Right, so you just did the same thing you did 5 times, which didn't kill. Didn't kill Kagero, like, all those times, but then you did the same thing again, and now I'm dead. Cool. Why the hell would you learn Rock Polish? Fuck you. Just fuck you. Yep. My one counter to your bullshit instantly dies to Ice Beam. What a fun game. Truly, what a fun game. Oh, yeah, and then you heal, so I did nothing that turn. Holy shit, this is actually the worst. Yeah, the game hasn't been this bullshit since Brawly. Wow. Glad to fight against Who the Fuck Cares 1 and Who the Fuck Cares 2 is like this. Yep. Alright, can Ed use, Ed use Leaf Blade, or is he gonna die to, Ice Beam immediately again? Oh, I can actually use the move that gets rid of the problem immediately, and don't get killed before I can do anything. Isn't that great? Isn't that great when things just happen that should have happened 10 minutes ago? And I don't get stuck in a situation of the only Pokemon on my team that can deal with this either dies to a priority move, or you heal them and then they immediately die to Ice Beam. Yeah. Or they could just die to the priority move anyway. Yeah. That was fucking dreadful. I don't care what you have to say. You don't matter. I'm talking again. Alright. Let's get this over with. I no longer want to play this game right now. Amazing how that works. Where's my super potions? Who knows? I don't have hyper potions anymore, I just used them all in that boss fight. Alright, make sure I remember to save state before Archie starts, because that's probably, his fight's probably going to be just as terrible as that one does, because he has the exact same Pokemon, which I have no counter for. except for the counter that I do have. Except that counter gets killed immediately by Ice Beam and priority moves, so she's not really much of a counter at all. Right. You go through that, and then you have to do with a terrible strength puzzle. It's a good thing I'm probably not going to play this game again for like another week and a half at least. It's probably a very good thing, actually. Well, that's wrong, isn't it? Alright, what is the play here? Mortimer. Wonder what great thing I'm gonna name this part. Just like, I don't care anymore. That's what happens when I play Pokemon games. It's like, the vast majority of it, it's fine, but then you get that one boss fight, and in Puppet Dance Performance case, that one boss fight is the entire rest of the game, which you get to a point, which is really makes me wonder why I consider that like my favorite Total Fan game when it really does piss me off that much, but the rest of it's just that good, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing here. There's a strength puzzle. I'm supposed to follow a specific set of instructions. I don't know what those are. I can't get out of here until I figure it out. Yep. What do I do here? I don't fucking know. I don't know. No, this just makes you stuck. Oh my god. I'm way too fucking pissed off to care. I just don't fucking care. They're such fun puzzles. I mean, you push rocks in a specific direction, and eventually you push the rocks in the right direction, and that means you don't have to push the rocks anymore. When I gave up on the Hisame game, I had similar puzzle designs and shit like this. Yeah, I just go up here and then I'm stuck, and then I can't move it anymore, because despite the fact that there's a hole right there, I can't push a rock into it. Is this where it ends? This is where everything ends. I can't get past a puzzle with rocks. Apparently not. I'm pretty sure this was in the remake too, so I've done this puzzle before, probably multiple times. But right now, I just can't be asked. I really can't be asked. Like, what can I even push at this point? That rock over there can't be pushed at all. Neither can that one. What the hell? I hate it here. That worked. Wow. Earthquake, yeah, that's a good move, I'd say. Too bad my only Earth type is a special attacker. I mean, that's a good move on anyone, basically. Any physical attacker with Earthquake is a good idea. I never used Tailwind. I might even give it to Saragamaru, too. Drain Punch, Fire Punch, Shadow Punch, Soar? Nah, no one else has flying type moves at the moment, so... Alright. Awaken this stupid whale. Except it's a frog this time. Everyone's like good now, right? Yeah. Forgot if I did that. Look at that fucking frog. Look at that hat. It looks like we got a smiley face on it. Fucking stupid thing. Hold it right there. I do not care enough to try to do a voice right now. Foo foo foo, so it was you after all. Behold! See how beautiful it is? The sleeping form of the ancient Bonica, Suako. I have waited so long for this day to come. It surprises me. You've managed to chase me here. But that's all over now. It's all over now. For the realization of my dream, you must disappear now. Are you threatening to kill me? Fucking pirate man. Do a save state, cause you know this is gonna suck. Your Intimidate has no power here. Yeah, literally. He has the exact same levels as mine does. In fact, since that's your starter, your ace is probably higher level than I am. So just think, how much of this game have I been over-leveled against all the trainers by like at least 15 levels, and then I get to this boss fight, and he's on par, if not higher than me. Yeah. Yep. Glad you started off with a crit. You really needed that. What is a crit chance? Like 1 in 30 something? Or is it 1 in like 15 something? I don't know. Isuako. Alright, so I'm gonna throw it out here. She's gonna use Leaf Blade, and you're going to stop being a problem. Okay? That's what's gonna happen. You're not gonna use Ice Beam and then get rid of her immediately, because if that happens, my fucking god, if that happens. Well, at least you survived it. Don't know why you didn't do that in the previous boss fight. Don't know why you died instantly to that Ice Beam, but at least you survived this one. Good job, Luna. Marasa. Weak to... Well, you're weak to Shadow Punch, at least. This Oku theme was a lot more fitting when I was fighting Maxie in front of Oku. Shadow Punch. They're shadow punching each other, it's all we know how to do in this world. Well, at least this seems to be going a bit better than last time, which I guess isn't surprising, because, you know, this is a single battle. The thing about double battles is they're inherently, like, harder to keep track of. So when you make them harder, of course you have Intimidate. Of course you do. Why would you have any other ability? It's the only thing Vermilia does, the least threatening thing in the entire world. And then, yep, it makes Kagero lose her attack stat. Yep. Barely hanging on because of Intimidate. At least you're stuck in a Hyper Potion loop. Yeah, because double battles are inherently harder to keep track of and more chaotic, so when you just make them... Making a double battle harder is, like, infinitely worse. Or, that's over-exaggerated. It's a lot worse than just making a single battle harder. So, yeah, last fight sucked. But... this one seems to be going a lot better. I'm not just being fucking comboed by 2 opponents at once and not being able to do anything because I'm trying to heal the only character on my team that can deal with Suako. No. I'll probably be in a much better mood the next time I play this game, but like the combination, I was already a bit annoyed because the stupid thing that happened in the Reggie side quest where I wasted like 10 minutes because I didn't realize I was supposed to go up and to dive because that wasn't part of the guide because I guess that was supposed to be obvious. Because of course you're supposed to use dive again after you. I won't let anything stop me, my dream shall be realized. Of course you're supposed to use dive again once I reach the braille. Yep, it's just something I'm supposed to know immediately. Also, I'm supposed to know that you don't use dive again, you press like X to go back up, which I'm pretty sure is not the way it was in the remake at all. You're just supposed to know that. It's so common sense that don't even bother putting it in your guide that goes step by step over everything you're supposed to do. Nope. You weak to crunch? Why do you have thunder? You electric type? Why'd they do so much damage, huh? What makes you so capable of wielding Monica in that manner? Alright, so if you die here, do I gotta back up? Flapjack has Aqua Jet, so I guess that's what I'm gonna do if I die here. Of course I do. Alright, I know this is a water-type move and all, but, like, he got no health, so surely you'll just die to Aqua Jet here, right? Right? Good. Right. That could have been a lot worse. What? I lost to a mere child like you? Of course, now we're gonna do that thing where even though I beat him, and therefore I could, like, just, I don't know, take the thing from him, I've got an army of Pokemon that can maul this guy to death if he tries to stop me from trying to take the orb away from him. But nope, Granko's just gonna sit here and let Pirate Man bring doom upon civilization right now. I commend you, I must recognize that you are truly gifted. But I have this in my possession. With this red orb I can make Suiko. Yeah, I made fun of this earlier. Apparently there actually is a reason why they use the wrong orb. Apparently they actually use the same colored orb in Ruby and Sapphire, and it also backfires, and because it, like, gives them too much power, but using the other orb does something else that makes them not being able to control. I don't know. There are plot reasons that I didn't really read too much into, so it's not as dumb as I thought it was. They're still idiots, though. The red orb suddenly began shining by itself. Huh? I didn't do anything. Why'd the red orb... Where did Suiko go? It's a message from our members outside. Yes, what is it? It's raining hard. Good, that should have happened. This is why we awakened Suiko to realize Team Aqua's vision of expanding the sea. What? It's raining far harder than we envisioned? You're in danger. That can't be. That's just not possible. Hold your position and monitor the situation. Like, what'd you think was gonna happen, buddy? How much rain do you think is necessary to flood the Earth? Like, Suiko seems to be kind of doing her job right now. There's something wrong. The red orb is supposed to awaken and control Suiko, but why? Why did Suiko disappear? What have you wrought? You've finally awoken Suiko, haven't you? What will happen to the world if this downpour continues for all eternity? The world's landmass will drown in the deepening sea. Why is Kyogre not doing the exact same thing he did in Ruby at this point? I don't know. What? Don't get all high and mighty with me. Wasn't it you, Team Magma, that infuriated Utsuo? So long as I have this red orb, I should be able to control Suiko. We don't have the time to argue about it here. Get outside and see for yourself. See if what you've wrought is the world that we desired. Gorinko, come on, you have to get out of here too. Right. They take the theme that was originally used for Sapphire for this point in the game, and then they slowed it down. I don't know why. And there's effect going on if, like, there's occasional bouts of sunshine and occasional bouts of rain because the frog and the bird are fighting right now. What happened? What is this wretched scene? Did I make a horrible mistake? I only wanted... Do you understand now, Archie? Do you finally see how disastrous your dream turned out to be? We have to hurry. We have to do something before the situation goes completely out of control. Gorinko, don't say anything. I know that I have no right to be critical of Archie. But the way things are now, I doubt that we humans will be capable of doing anything about it. But neither can we stand by and just watch helplessly. The responsibility for putting an end to this falls to Archie and me. This defies belief. These super ancient Pokemon, their power is unbelievable. They've upset the balance of nature, the rules of nature. When the sun comes up, their lives on the line. For a while, no choice. Gotta follow the laws of the wild. Grinko, what is happening? This is terrible. After the scorching heat wave ended, this deluge began. If this doesn't stop all of Hoenn, no, the whole world will drown. This huge rain cloud is spreading from above Sootopolis. So yeah, it'll drown, and I guess Groudon, whose whole thing is that he's gonna evaporate all the water, I guess he's gonna lose. I mean, he does have a 4 times weakness. What in the world is taking place there? There's no point arguing here. Zootopolis might provide answers. Grinko, I don't know what you intend to do, but don't do anything reckless. Okay, I'm going to Zootopolis. Bye. I was about to say I'm about to fly somewhere, but I don't have anyone to fly, so I'm not doing that. My repel's up. Certainly hope I do. Anyway, we're in Apocalypse Land. How do I get out of here? I want to get back to Moss Deep and heal. Can I do that, please? Alright, yeah, this does stay during Moss Deep. Does this stay during Lily Cove? It's funny, because you get to a point in Hoenn where this just isn't a problem anymore. It's really funny. Let's see if I can just, like, check it real quick. Oh my god. Okay, it is affecting Lily Cove. So that's something. Anyway, I guess in the next part, maybe I'll continue the plot, or maybe I'll go dive on the ship. I don't know. We'll see then. It's gonna be a bit before I play this game, which is a good thing, because I don't exactly have a great time playing the past 30 minutes, have I? So, you know, cool shit will happen. The plot will happen. We'll get to see puppets fighting. You know, I'm kind of curious how they're gonna animate this. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's just, this cutscene starts, it's just Kyogre and Groudon fight each other again. But we'll see that later. Anyway, that's all for this. Bye.